friends, it's Nico. I'm probably going to be coughing on and off during this quick little video that will probably end up not being very quick because I talk a lot. I have a sore throat. You might be able to hear it, you might not. Don't worry, I have water and orange juice and tea with honey and Hall's throat soother, cough drops, and I took Dayquil. I need to get through this because there's a craft fair on Saturday. So, let's recap the Clermont ComicCon. I had a lot of fun. Made my table money back, which is always the goal. Did not make any profit though, which kind of sucks, but it happens. I wasn't the only person not making a profit at all. So I'm very grateful I got my table money back. Some tables did amazing. Some didn't even make their table money back. So I'm good with where I was at. After last year and our phenomenal show there, I was really disappointed. But my husband's like, just take a step back. You made your table, it's fine. And I was like, you're right. So it was as a whole very nice. There were some kids that I recognized from the previous years who are getting bigger, which is really weird, and some teens from the previous years who are now young adults, which is just really weird. But it's awesome to see them growing, and I recognized a couple of the adults. And the cosplays, some of them, of course, are like amazing and ace, and some of them are very beginning, and that's okay. That's pretty amazing that you freaking made your cosplay. That's hard work. It doesn't matter how crappy it looks compared to somebody's like either store-bought one or one they've put years of work into. You have to start somewhere, and you always have to start at the bottom. So I was really excited to see everybody's cosplays. My favorite cosplay was from Teen Titans. I want to say, I don't remember their names. I used to watch Teen Titans when I was in high school because that was like a new show in the after-school cartoons. I don't remember the names. I don't. But it is there's a girl that was wearing, she's the one that's like in the black cloak, like the little bodysuit. She looked phenomenal, and her boyfriend was playing the guy, like the green alien guy, and he was phenomenal, and they were actually really nice, like really nice. I don't even know if I got a picture of them. I really enjoyed their cosplay. It was simple, but it was nice enough to be eye-catching, and I think what made me enjoy it the absolute most is that they were so nice to like everybody I saw them interacting with. So that's always great to see. And there was some phenomenal technical cosplay that was going on. And I don't even know what the cosplays are from. I will insert pictures at the end, like a slideshow thing, of what little photos I did get of cosplay, because every time I went to get a cosplay photo, somebody would walk up to my table and I'd have to put my camera down. So that's just the way it is when you're a vendor, usually. I did have a little bit of a downgrade to my day, we'll say. It still bothers me now, a week later, but I'm not as upset as I was, and I wasn't even really upset. I was more of a, that's rude to say. Really? You're gonna say that right here in the middle of the show? But I digress. Let's start at the beginning. There is a vendor, and she was very smart. She had a very tall chair, and I need a tall chair. So I'm just like sitting up, and I look down at my table. It would be phenomenal, considering I'm a very short person. But we asked her about her chair, and then she was asking me questions about like the antique rhinestones that I have, And I told her where to get them, and then I even wrote down where to get them on a piece of paper after this interaction took place. So I think I was still pretty darn nice. But at one point, she was picking up one of my little dragons, one of my $10, $15 dragons. And she's like, where do you get the rhinestones? Told her. And she put it down, and she had picked him up by like where his head meets his neck, and that's a very delicate place anyway. Even on a living person, that's a delicate place. But on a piece of sculpture, that's a pretty delicate place too. You pick up the sculpture by its bulk, by like the body. You don't pick it up by a single leg, or by the ears, or the wings, or the whiskers. Well, she ended up picking it up again by the head, and she ended up breaking off one of his whiskers. And I honestly didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with being like, well, you broke it, you bought it, I'll just super glue it for you. I didn't want to deal with it. It was towards the end of the show, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, nope, that's okay. And we took them off the table and we put them away. And she's like, how long do you bake them for? So I was just like, okay, well, I have my little convection oven. It runs very hot. My oven has to be set at 250 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And she's like, oh, that's why it broke. So, oh, okay. She's like, you know, polymer clay has plasticizers. That's why you have to mix it so well so the plasticizers get distributed. And I was like, yep. Sure does. Sure, yeah, you have to mix it a lot. She's like, well, you have to cook it at a higher temperature than that. That's why it broke. That's why it just fell off. And I was like, okay. All right. That's pretty much exactly my reaction. I was just like, okay. She's like, well, you're not making them right. And I was just like, oh my God. Didn't even say anything. I just nodded my head to her. And then she just kept going on, you're not making it right. This is why it broke. It shouldn't have just fallen off. Not like giving into the fact it is a very thin whisker on a dragon. It's not a toy. It's ornamental. And she picked it up by the head, and her thumb hit the whisker and snapped it off. It's gonna do that. Things break when you handle them roughly. I'm gonna show you an example. I have a Gyarados that is never gonna see the light of day. Well, I have a Gyarados head apparently. These whiskers, they are flexible like that. Similar, this one is snapped because I dropped him and it snapped. He dropped from a very big distance. But seriously, you do that hard enough and you just snap it off. It's not broken, this is just snapped off. You can see where I smoothed it onto touching the clay, but I didn't like grind it down into the clay. It fits perfectly right there. I didn't grind it down into the clay to become one piece with it. It is a separate piece pressed on. And she literally, with her thumb, I'm going to use it on the broken thing, snapped it off as she picked up my dragon by the head. And I was just like, okay, you just tell me I'm making it wrong. It's whatever. I don't care. Just please. And she, thankfully she walked away. Thankfully, oh my God. Thankfully she walked away. I was very frustrated, and I was just like, you know what, Mom? We need to walk around. I need to buy my dragon pictures. I need to go stop at Kelly and Kenley's table, and I need to go find this one artist that I promised I would find. We ended up not finding. I have no idea where his table was. I looked and I couldn't find him. So dude, if you are watching this, I am really sorry, but I looked for your table and I don't know if you were still walking around, but I didn't see you. I was looking for you because I am terrible with memories. Yeah, my memory is terrible, and I couldn't remember what your table name was, so I was looking for you specifically and your awesome little pink earrings. Didn't see you, so I'm very sorry. But I was just like, I need to walk away. So I told my husband to give me $20 so I can go buy my dragon pictures. And we walked. That is the only thing that soured my day. I come to find out later that after I left the table, she came back and started talking to my husband and saying like, oh, I don't know if colored clay is different than polymer clay, but colored clay is different than plain clay, because I paint all my pieces, but I know with plain clay you have to do this, this, and this to it, and I don't know if the colored clay, I don't know if she was like apologizing in her own way or just like feeling bad for breaking a piece, but rude, just rude. I am the first one to admit I don't know everything. I learn every single day. I learn there are trial and errors, there are mistakes. But I would like to think that I know how long to bake my pieces in my specific oven that I have for this. And I would like to think that all of my months, when I first started, of trial and error, burning pieces and undercooking pieces, perfecting how long it takes with my specific oven, my pieces are cured all the way. I would at least like to think that, but who knows, maybe I am wrong. It was just rude. It was rude, and I didn't appreciate it, but that was the only thing that soured my day. The rest of the day was great. It was wonderful. Like, load-in went fine. Breakdown went super quick because my mom was there, and she helped me and Kevin break down everything and carry everything out. It was wonderful. But, it's just little things every once in a while. And I told my husband after the con, I'm like, this is the only thing that started my day. He's like, just let it go. And I was like, all right. But I had to share because I have not let it go all the way yet, obviously. So let me share with you what I got. Stanley Morrison is there. If you guys don't know, he is my absolute favorite living artist in the entire world. I am very, very happy. Wow, I'm getting pink in the face. I'm very happy he is a Floridian and that he does the Florida cons and that he now recognizes me probably as this slightly overweight fangirl that geeks over him like cringily whenever I see him. I don't know how to act in front of people. I should just be locked up, honestly. But I did get to see him. I was catty corner from his table, like a couple tables down. I could just look from mine and see his. It was wonderful. It was just a wonderful experience. I got to show my mom his work and introduce them. But anyway, I will share. I don't remember all the names. I don't actually remember hardly any of the names of these dragons. But I love these so much. This is his Drink Dragon series, mainly because I did not make a list of my fruit and veggie dragons, the Garden Dragon series, so I couldn't get any of those. But these are just, I want to say this is the mead, but I don't know. I know this is the absinthe. This is that one. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is one of his water horses. I have another water horse that is a retired print now. So I wanted to get this one to go with that. Look how cute they are. They're so stinking adorable. God, this is the Moscow Mule. I only know that because that's what the cup is for. But yeah. So I started the new series from him. I'm going to eventually get them all. I am that much of a fan. I'm going to have an entire dragon wall area with all of these. And they come in a beautiful little plastic sleeve. They used to come in just like a cardboard back and a very flimsy plastic sleeve, like a protective sleeve. This is more like a card sleeve, which is nice. So this is the Cantaloupe Dragon, if you can't tell, but I grabbed the ones I got before. I'll just share these really quick. I don't know if any of them are upside down, but these are just too freaking adorable. I love them. That's garlic, and this is broccoli and grape jelly. and celery, I think. And this is honeydew. And this is the dragon fruit dragon. So pretty. And I don't remember what you are, my darling, but I think it's another type of melon. But yeah, I have several. I have lots more. I like to always try to at least get 6 to 8 if I see him at a show, which is only the 2 Comic-Cons I do. Anyway, the other stuff that I got came from Small Obsessions, which is Kelly's and Kenley's little booth that they have. They do the con circuit like crazy. I don't. It's what they do. I don't know how Kelly does it while working full-time also, but eventually I would like to do more of a con circuit, and Kelly has been very helpful with trying to help me figure out new places to go. It's a beautiful pair of earrings. They're like darkened silver, and the points are a little sapphire blue. It's very hard to see, but it is a sapphire blue right in there. So pretty. I got a Totoro phone charm. He was so cute. He's gonna, hi Lily. He is gonna go just up in my little work nook because he makes me happy. Because that's what I do with those. A little beautiful mermaid tail. Gorgeous. A gorgeous freaking fox key with a Peardo color stone on the forehead. I love that. I might actually use a dragon with this. I don't know yet. I don't. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. And the last part is technically made into a set. It is a purple dragon, well, purple winged dragon with a little purple dragon scale stone and a little set of dragon earrings to be matchy-matchy because I like being matchy-matchy. That's what I got from the Comic-Con. Not a giant haul. There were dice vendors. Oh, there was a vendor that had dice, and I wanted to look, but I had spent my allotted money on dragon pictures mostly. So that was the Clermont Comic-Con. I will insert the slideshow now, and my mom is in it, and her partner, Mr. Emery. So those are the other 2 people you see at the table besides my husband and me. I hope you enjoy, and I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye! Mwah.